rocking Profo Won, Floorgangz Worldwide, San Francisco, California. Represent. I think it's very important to have jams like Return of the B-Boy out here because first of all, it's a club atmosphere, which is good. You have not just B-Boys there. And I don't say B-girls because there's not even a lot of B-girls. There's women, there's girls. So that always, a party vibe gives a different energy. And that's like the original energy. The original energy is from the jam. Like a jam wasn't, like when you say jam nowadays, people think the competition. But what a jam is, Return of the B-Boy is actually a jam. Why? Because there's music, there's like, you can dance with girls, you could like, you know, it's not just like this waiting around for your turn, you just kind of just go. There doesn't have to be a battle in the cypher. The cypher doesn't even have to be like this thing. Like, and that's why I see right now, like, especially when I went to IBE, it's like people feel like a cypher is this thing that's like, I have to go out as many times and have this character of just, no, it's about vibing. It's about getting to know. It's an exchange, but not exchange of a battle. Exchange of just energy and good vibes. And then sometimes, what's good about Return of the B-Boy or anything else in a cypher when you're at a jam, a real jam, is the indirect battle. Not so much the direct battle sometimes. The direct battle, oh, battle you. The indirect battle is maybe even better because it's not in your face, but it's like, oh, like that, he does a move, oh, I gotta move like that. Oh, and the other guy, oh, I gotta move like that. Then the other guy thinks, oh, I gotta move like that. We're really paying attention to the cypher. We're really paying attention to what's going on. And sometimes what I see is like people going in ciphers and they just go out and not pay attention to anybody. They just go, look at me, I'm fucking the best in the world. And then like, but then there's no point of ciphering then. You might as well just do the competition. Don't cypher. You know what I mean? So the whole thing is with Return of the B-Boy, it has that vibe. It's that vibe, you know what I mean? It's that vibe, and you can have, you know, not promoting, you know, drinking alcohol or anything like that. But if you want, you can have a drink, kind of just chill. You want to just top rock, you just top rock. You want to dance with the girl, you want to dance with the girl. It's a freedom. You know what I mean? You're free to do whatever. If you want to house dance, you can house dance. You know what I mean? You know, sometimes that's the best ciphers. When there's a locker there and a popper there and you're B-boy, you're doing your thing, you're doing your style, and the guy comes out and kills it on his style, and you're like, oh, I'm feeling that, you know what I mean? It's a freedom, you know what I'm saying? So that's what's good about like Return of the B-Boy. I do the competitions, not so much anymore, but I still do it. I think it's fun, a little bit stressful sometimes, but I'm a cypher guy, man. I was born and raised in cypher. Like, I was there before videotapes. I was like 1991. You were lucky if you had a camera. You had a camera like this big and it was attached to your VCR, and then if someone was there videotaping. So like even what Mauricio was saying in his workshop, I didn't see. You know what I mean? You only saw it there, and you think, oh wow, and then you go home and practice that move. And then you come back, and all of a sudden, the guy you thought he didn't do that. So because you thought you were biting it, right? You're copying it. You actually created because you're going by memory, and you're actually creating from that. So that's real, like the inspiration indirectly. You know what I mean? You were inspired because you thought you were copying something, but you didn't. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like as far as competition, I do it, but it's really the ciphers. Even as a judge. Like even yesterday, right? Like, you know, there's some judges that go to the jam and they do this all day. They do one judge's solo, and then okay, give me my money, I'm out. You know what I mean? They don't, and some of them don't even like judging. Do you understand? They're like, oh, I gotta judge. Shit, this sucks. Okay, I'm gonna do my judge's solo, so everyone give me props, and then I leave. Yeah? Me, nah. I like to get it in. Like, you know what I mean? Like. There was that moment yesterday where it was like, there was like, you know, T-Bone's cypher and Max's cypher, and no one was going out. Like, you know, Max was like, come on, who wants to, you know, don't leave this empty. I got up, was like, oh, what's up? I did my thing, I was like, yeah. And I was just getting it in, and then did the judge's solo. And then I love judging on top of that. I love judging. I love to watch breaking. I get paid to watch breaking, come on, dude. That's who I get paid to enjoy watching other people dance and like get to see every little detail they do. You know what I mean? It's freaking fun. So the whole thing is like after that, ciphering is like where I'm at, no matter what. I get my respect from the cipher. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm traveling more because I cipher than I went to any competition. Like I lose a lot. Honestly, I lose a lot. So yeah, ciphers. The hip-hop culture reflects everything in my dancing, straight up, because I think the difference between a lot of the b-boys and breakdancers and whatever like that is that we listen to hip-hop. I would go to a different country, and that's why certain countries get b-boy, like that true essence, and some countries don't. Because like, I'll go to a country, and the guys would literally listen to Lady Gaga. That's what they listen to on their spare time, then they would break. And you could tell. You could tell because they got no style, they got no, they got no presence, they got like this different presence. So hip hop, as far as the culture, influences your movement. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of guy back in '96, 95, I rapped, I tagged, I did throw ups around the city, I did scratching, and then I b-boyed. But the only reason why I stuck to b-boy, because it was the hardest for me to get. It was the most challenging. Because like, I used to play drums when I was a kid, like when I was like 12, and I used to draw a lot when I was a kid too. So all that came kind of natural. And then like, I'm naturally, I speak well, like I me and my brother used to rap and stuff like that. So that kind of came easily. Music came easy. But the b-boying, that baby freeze, oh, it's so hard. Okay, the other side, oh, you know what I mean? But then at the same time, that's what kept me there. But I get to use, maybe not the words, but then I speak through my dancing, understand what I'm saying? And then rhythmically, like music, you're dancing, so it's rhythmic. So, and then even drawing, I'm making shapes with my body. So that's almost like drawing too. So the whole thing is like, it emulated everything that I was into in hip hop, and then into my b-boying. And I'm the type of guy that will do my research on like every aspect of hip hop. I would try to do my research on DJing. I try to do my research on MC. Well, we have no choice with MCs. They're all over the place, right? They're the ones that are making the most money out of all of us, right? Graffiti, that's my weakest right now is graffiti, but then I do know my local guys, the guys from my area that they influence the world, you know what I'm saying? So that's the thing, like, I try to like be a fan of hip hop, period, you know what I'm saying? Like, in Street Science you had DJ Shortcut from Invisible Scratch Pickles. I grew up with him. So to see him here, and we're in different countries, like what the, oh shit, and I get to watch him do his set, and it was beautiful. I tried to do that in the competition. I try to bring that element to the competition. And that's hard. Because, okay, see in America, like, and that's one thing, I've been in Europe for like 3 weeks or about a month, and I'm really getting used to this big stage stuff. Like, I am not used to it. Because, like, here in Europe, you're budgeted. You have budgets to, like, even in Canada, they have budgets to, like, do these big events. America, all I got is $100 to see what we could do if I could throw a jam. So all the jams are really small. So we're very cipher oriented. Or, like, the battle is like this small and everyone's around it. So it's like we're used to that. So here it's just like on the stage it's like, here's my space. Let's see if I could, like, you know what I mean? So that's so being like, to bring that to the competition is kind of, you have to really change it. Like even for me, like in a cipher, when I do footwork in a cipher, it's very different when I do footwork in a competition. So when I do footwork in a cipher, it's like I want people not to read me. In a competition, I have to have them read me, because if I don't, it's gonna be like, I don't know what he just did, if I want to win. So that's the compromise. But the whole thing is, what I try to do is try to bring that to the competition. But then here's my thought. I don't ever think I'm gonna win. Not saying that I don't want to win. I just don't put that in my head because I won't be disappointed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I go for the best, of course, but I gotta understand that I'm sacrificing my winning for my expression. I'd rather have my expression than the win. Because guess what? People are gonna watch that anyway. At this time of age, you don't even remember who wins sometimes. but you remember that round. Everyone remembers that round. Like, you did this round. Like, I'll even say that for Vicious Vic. Vicious Vic, like, you know, like, he came out of nowhere, he killed his rounds. So everyone remembers, well, he didn't even win. But now he's doing stuff. There's a lot of people like Profo Won. In the late 90s, our style elements, you only heard of Remind and Crumbs. That's who you always see. But who travels the most? Profo Won travels the most. Out Remind and Crumbs. I mean, he gets the most work. So it goes to show you that competition is good because you'll win the money, but it's your rounds. It's your rounds. Everyone's gonna remember your rounds. Everyone's gonna remember when you rip it. Because that's why, you know, you look at Ken Swift. What competition did he win? He didn't win any competition, but you remember, yo, in Beat Street he did this, in Wild Style he did this, and these certain ciphers he did this, Mr. Wiggles, same thing. All the OGs that we look up to is not because they won. It's because they smash every round that they do. Whatever they do, they smash it. Every performance they do, you know what I mean? So the whole thing is competition. If you're a guy like me that wants to be a B-boy in a competition, then do that. Just don't expect to win. Just expect your best performance. Do your best performance. That's what's gonna count. Because you might not win a UK chance. Like, bet you they'll love you at Circle Kings. Preach! You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, if you don't like what's going on, create something that you like that's going on. You know what I mean? You create it. That way you don't complain because you set the standard. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing. The spice of life is variety. The new dances, the more social dances, they know how to dance better probably than the older guys right now. A little bit. The older, younger guys, meaning like your 18s to your 25s. Because like in my day, you know, we had social dances, so then it was easy to catch the rhythm when we talk rock and stuff like that. And it wasn't a front, this was like we're catching this rhythm. The really young kids with the Cat Daddy, the Dougie, I know these are all like maybe respective whack dances, but they're learning how to dance. So like if any of them touch B-boying, it's like, oh, they'll get the rhythm. It's just this generation that doesn't have, this is the choreo generation, the choreographed generation. I guess what you guys call street dance, right? Yeah, it's pre-programmed dancing still. It's not, you know, Return of the B-Boy is the perfect, there's a plug, Return of the B-Boy is the perfect atmosphere to understand that. To understand, because you get to dance with a girl. You find a rhythm dancing, partner dancing, you find a rhythm. Once you find that rhythm, you can apply it to your top rock. You know what I mean? Because even all the old rockers in Brooklyn, they say, you know, when we rocked, we were trying to be sexy. You know what I mean? Not this, that's the 80s stuff, you know what I mean? The original rockers, they're like, not as much of the outlaws, but the original rockers, they were like, we're trying to be sexy. When we freestyle, we're trying to be sexy. We're trying to like have women look at us and like, yeah. And then at club environments, you're gonna have that. You know what I mean? Because like, you know, you could do all, you know, this in the club, and the girl's gonna go, oh yeah, he's strong. But if they see a guy dance, they're like, oh, I like him. Yeah. That's why Return the B-Boy. If you're in Rotterdam, you have to come check it out. Period. Hands down. You know what I'm saying? Peace.